Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and I will be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of October 2020. If this is your first time catching one of my videos, I do invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I will be using my Groovy Waite tarot deck. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite tarot deck, and then I will close out your reading, Gemini, with a Halloween oracle card. Now, as most of you know, there is a thief among us. If you saw my video, you know that someone has been stealing my videos and uploading them as his or her own. As a result, I have had to get very creative with branding my content. This is one way I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be trying a few things to see what works with me creatively and what is not so cumbersome for you as the viewer. I know it's going to be kind of a little bit of a learning curve for me and probably for you. And I know it may be a little bit inconvenient, to you as well. But like I said, I'm going to be trying some things in order to protect my content so I can bring you guys these readings each and every month. I think that's it. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. And I do want to thank you all for helping me to report that channel and to report my stolen videos. I did get some emails from YouTube. They are taking action. Not as quickly as I would like, but of course they are doing something, which is good, and I am grateful. So let's go ahead, Gemini, and get right to your reading. See, I still got to get used to this here. Okay. All right, Gemini. So what do we need to know for the sign of Gemini as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of October 2020? What do we need to know for the sign of Gemini? Okay, all right, this is quite a few cards here, but you know what, I'm going to go with it. I really feel like I can. All right, Gemini, you're going to have a very good start to the month of October 2020. And I say that because you've got some really good cards here. Really good. And then we saw these guys come out. Okay. All right, so my name is Desiree. You are watching Intuitive Gems on YouTube. You can also find out more about me on intuitivegems.com. Okay, so like I said, you're going to have a really good start to the month, Gemini. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, one of the luckiest cards in the deck. We also have the Nine of Wands here. Now, the Nine of Wands, this tells me that you were at the end of your rope, almost ready to give up, and then boom, something happens. We have some strained communication here. Looks like family, maybe a partner or a spouse is not exactly, being as supportive as you need him or her to be. But at the same time, you guys do work through this. Money is a very stressful thing for a lot of people. It affects a lot of relationships directly and indirectly. And I just have to say, Gemini, you are going through a little bit of a shift as it relates to money and your relationships, both personal and professional. But I have to tell you, things are definitely turning around for you in a very good way. We also have the Nine of Pentacles here, one of my favorite cards, the Sun card. Even though it's in the reverse, it's still a very positive card. And then we have the Four of Pentacles here. So we have the card of you. The word vigilant is coming to mind, and it's starting to pay off. Now, you may have felt like, things just were not working, things were not happening, things just were not moving as quickly as you would like. You were vigilant. You were doing what you're supposed to do, but then you're like, okay, I've done my part. Where are the results? And I have to tell you, once we hit the first week of October, you're going to start seeing the results. But now things are going to be coming in slow, and things are going to come in drips. You're not going to get like a avalanche of money coming at you. But I can tell you that things are going to start dripping in. You're going to start seeing things trickle in. Maybe you get a check here, someone pays you back money here, someone gives you money here. Like it's one of those things where things are trickling in, which is all well and good, but you're anxious. You're ready for, the big payday, as we all are. But I have to tell you, it's still a good sign. It's still a positive, traction that you're making financially. And you're just going to have to kind of wait it out. I know that's not the most exciting course of action, but when you've done all you can do, and you have, been diligent and vigilant with your money, all you can do is allow the results to take care of themselves, because your system is strong, and the goal is going to happen regardless. Now, it may not happen in one fell swoop, but it's still coming. I can tell you very much so. It's coming. All right, so now we have the Six of Swords reverse. We also have King of Cups upright and the Page of Wands. You're going to get some good news as it relates to work, which is very exciting. So, let's see, Gemini. We need a few more cards, here. Okay, what do we need to know for the sign of Gemini as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of October 2020? Again, my name is Desiree, and you are watching Intuitive Gems on YouTube. You can also find out more about me at intuitivegems.com. Now, Six of Swords here, this means there's going to be some delays or postponements, probably for trips, maybe vacations, maybe something like that. Or this could also mean that you decide to cancel, not because anything's wrong, but you just feel like now is not the time. Sometimes, we make plans, and then we think, okay, in the future this will be good, and then when we get to that date, we realize it's not so good. So it's just kind of reshifting some things. But this actually pays off for you in more than one way, and I can tell you that by the King of Cups and the Page of Wands. The King of Cups is a very positive emotional card. This is someone who is very emotionally stable, someone who has a good grasp of the velocity of money, someone who doesn't get swayed either way. They just have a really solid confidence that really comes through when it relates to spending, investing, work, career, business, that type of thing. Now, this doesn't have to be anything it doesn't have to be anything grand. A lot of my clients tell me, they say, well, I just, work a little job, and I hate when people say that, because what you're doing is not just a little job. Regardless of where you work or who you serve, you're making a contribution to your family and to our society in some way. And that is something that will be rewarded and will be recognized, both now and in the future. So this is just all about having a good attitude about what you do and who you are. It's also, like I said, a very strong confidence in your ability to serve and your ability to create the wealth that you want. Sometimes this is pretty much the game changer right here. It's your attitude and about how you feel about your work and about how you feel about your money. You don't have a money problem unless you think you have a money problem, right? I understand not everybody is making the income that they want, but Gemini, you know that you have the ability to create the lifestyle you want. If you have an income problem, meaning you're not making enough money, you have the intelligence, the financial intelligence to go ahead and fix the problem. Okay, and that's something that unfortunately a lot of people don't like to grasp, and a lot of people don't understand. But here, the Page of Wands, good news coming in as it relates to your work. Now, this doesn't have to be your employer. Like if you're not employed, this isn't only about your employer. If you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, an investor, you're going to get some good news. Whatever you do for work, whether that be going to a job, taking care of your family and your children, everybody has some type of work that they do, and some type of responsibility to contribute to their own livelihood. So whatever you do, I just want you to get prepared. There's going to be some good news as it relates to that. Okay, and this is good. I want to say it's good money news, but it's not only about money. Your work's going to get easier. You're going to get help. You may get more money, you may get a raise, you may get new tools, whatever the case may be. Okay, so get ready. Next, we have the 10 of Cups here, means you're going to be doing a lot of solo work. 7 of Cups in reverse means you're also not going to be having a whole lot of options to choose from as it relates to work and money. But that's okay. I think that you're kind of in this comfort zone, Gemini, where, you can work with other people, but you can be just fine working alone. And sometimes you're more productive working by yourself than you are in a group, just depending on what it is and what you're doing, maybe your mood at the time. So don't feel like you're limited in any way. Excuse me. All right. So let's see what else we need to know for the sign of Gemini as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. I feel like I need one more card for you, Gemini. Here we go. Okay. All right, Gemini, as we move into the second half of October, you have to be very, very careful that you don't experience burnout. I'm getting that very clear here, especially probably once we hit the third into the fourth week. Looks like you could be experiencing some professional and maybe some energetic burnout here. So just be very, very careful of that. But let's start here with the 5 of Cups, 9 of Cups reversed. Then we have the Knight of Cups in the upright. This is very good. 5 of Cups reverse tells me that you're working ahead. And when you're working ahead, sometimes you irritate people, Gemini. And it's not because there's something wrong with you, but it's because they're not a match for your energy, and they don't have the same type of perception that you do, especially when it comes to work and money and business and all those things, that they get irritated. But it's okay, let them get irritated. They're not paying your bills. They're not putting money in your pocket. So whatever, let them get irritated. But I'm just saying this because this is going to come through once we hit the second half of October, and you're going to feel it. Someone may even say that. They might say, you're irritating me. It's like, that's nice. When you pay my bills, maybe I'll care about that. Okay? So, it's one of those things where you just got to, move the what on. Next, we got the 9 of Cups. Now, this is a very positive card, even in the reverse. This is the wish card. Wishes granted, only to a lesser degree. So if you're wishing for a new car, maybe you get a new motorcycle. If you're wishing for a new job, You probably will get a new job, maybe, but it just won't be exactly what you thought. But this is a very good card. And then you have Knight of Cups. It means someone is showing up to support you, especially as it relates to your money and your relationships. You're getting support, you're getting help, you're getting encouragement, you're getting, people on your side, people cheering you on, people who want to be on your team. This is very powerful. Make sure you use other people's, offers to your advantage. Don't say no. Accept any help that comes your way, because the help could also be a game changer for you. But like I said, looks like you're going to be experiencing a little bit of burnout here. Be very, very careful, because this Strength card in the reverse is all about burnout. And Five of Pentacles, watch your money mindset. Whenever I see that Five of Pentacles, this is all about money mindset. You have to ditch the limiting beliefs. And I know this is something we all have to work on continuously. And I have a feeling, Gemini, that that's kind of what you're doing. It's like you have some good days, and then you have other days where you really just struggle, thinking about, are things going to happen? When are they going to happen? And what can I do, to make things better for myself? And I just want you to know that you're not alone, but you're going to be okay. I promise you that. You are going to be okay. Magician here in the reverse means you're not fully using your talents. I know I'm kind of all over the place with this row, but I'm speaking the stuff as it's coming through. Magician means you're not fully using your talents. It means you have things at your disposal. You have things, accessible to you, and you're not using them to their fullest potential. So really examine that. Is it truly, your circumstance or your environment that's holding you back? Or is it because you're choosing not to see the potential in something or someone? All right, Gemini. Let's see what else shows up for you. Ooh. Okay. As it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of October 2020. Gemini. Okay. The Sun card was here. We saw the Sun card here also in reverse. Was there another repeater? I don't think so. Okay. Gemini, things are gonna go well for you. You get to this point where you have an overflow, and you share that. You share the wealth. This isn't only money. This could be time. This could be resources. This could be talents, skills, experience, whatever. Right? Again, good things are happening, especially as we close out October. The other thing is this is really good here, the Lover's card. This means a divine connection. This means something that's just working out both personally, and it has a positive effect on your professional life, has a positive effect on your money. Now you also have the Hangman in reverse. This means you're no longer feeling stuck. It means you're feeling like you made some breakthroughs and you made some progress, and you're finally getting ahead. You're finally starting to, have some options as it relates to finances, as it relates to your investments. The only thing is, here we go. Now this Ten of Wands, this is the overburdened, overworked card. Fell onto the Strength card in reverse. Remember, I told you this is a card about burnout. You have a tendency, Gemini, to take on too much, and then you realize you take on too much, and then you say, okay, I'm not going to take on too much, and then slowly but surely that habit creeps in. You have to be very careful of this, okay? Because I have a feeling like your ability to overwork and to take on too much, and to do too much sometimes works against you. And it prevents you from attracting all the money you want, or making all the money you want, or investing all the money you want, whatever your situation is. So be very, very careful of that. I feel like this is something I need to really communicate with you strongly. Finally, we have the Eight of Cups. This is you walking away from something. I feel like this is something of a professional nature. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to quit your job, but there's probably something about your job that's not working that you decide to let go. Maybe you have a meeting or a conversation with your boss and you say, you know what? The way we do this is not working for me. I'm not doing it this way anymore. Here's what I suggest. Otherwise, we need to come up with a better compromise because I'm not doing this. Could be your schedule, could be your responsibilities. But I have a feeling you're going to be walking away from something work-related, Gemini, as we close out the month of October. Now, even if you don't have a job, doesn't mean that this still doesn't apply. If you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, a student, homemaker, whatever the case may be, there's something you're going to walk away from because it's not serving you. Okay? And that's a very powerful place to be. We don't always have to acknowledge and, acquiesce to everything that shows up for us. We can make the decision of how something fits into our life. And if it doesn't, we can make the decision to walk away. And I feel like that's probably the big lesson here for you, Gemini, as we move through the month of October. So, this is going to be a very curious month, Gemini. So I just want you to stay mentally and I'll say professionally open, because you're going to be getting some ideas. You're going to be getting some nudges as far as what action to take. And you'll know what you need to do when you need to do it. Okay. Let's go ahead and close out your reading with a Halloween oracle card. Okay, this one says trick or treat, mischief, and play. I think this really does apply, because that's what that's what I was trying to communicate as, quote, the theme of your reading this month. Mischief and play. Now, there is a lot of work here. Remember we talked about that. A lot of work and overwork. And maybe you need to have some fun too. Maybe that's the reminder, Gemini, is that you also need to have fun, and just be silly and allow yourself to play and allow yourself to be playful. Okay? So I think that's a good reminder for you for the month of October. So, all right, Gemini, I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, observations, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. And if you'd like to connect with me for a private reading, you can visit intuitivegems.com. And I will also have the information linked for you in the description. All right. I guess that's going to be it. Thank you so much, Gemini, for spending this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.